Close your eyes, all of you.
Our Father,
चलो फिर खड़े हो। Sandy, stand.
our Father, our Father in heaven, holy be your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us to this day our daily bread and forgive us who sin against us. Do not bring us to the test, but deliver us from evil.
Amen. All right. Thank you, Vinayak. Good morning to all of you, children. You may be seated now. All right. English literature books, page number 41. English literature books, page number 41.
Now read that to me.
The Ugly
Book
Duckling.
and excuse me, ma'am, page number.
Page number 40. Page number 4040. The Ugly Duckling. Ali, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. The Ugly Duckling, page number 40. Okay, now on page number 40, you have a very interesting exercise. You have to find 8 differences. You have to look at both the pictures and you have to find out the differences. This you will do when you're sitting free at home. Put over there HW, all of you. Put HW over there. Put HW. Okay. Now, this is a very interesting story, children. Page number 41. Come to page 41. You all must have seen ducks. If not in real, you must have seen on TV. Yes? If yes, give me a thumbs up. Okay, very good. Now, you also know what is the baby of a duck called. You all know what's the baby of a duck called? Rudraksh, what is the baby of a duck called?
Duckling.
Duckling, very good. Ishant is also raising hand. That means you all know a baby duck is known as a duckling. Now here in this lesson, you're going to learn something nice about the ducklings. Let's read the story and see what it is. A duck lays some eggs in her nest. Now, as you had studied in your science, all human beings give birth to babies, right? And animals, some animals lay eggs and then the little babies come out from those eggs. Similarly, the ducks also they lay eggs. A duck lays some
Excuse me,
eggs.
ma'am.
Yes, Shivansh?
मैम वॉइस आपकी नहीं आ रही है.
शिवांश आपकी तरफ कुछ नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम है बेटे रोज आवाज नहीं आती है आपको
ओके मैम.
so a duck lays some eggs in her nest a duck makes a nest and then she lays some eggs over there the next line says she sits on the eggs to keep them warm now a duck sits on the eggs to keep them warm जब वो warm हो जाते हैं बहुत then what happens from there the little baby ducklings come out. Then what happens? The next line says, at last the eggs break, little ducks come out. Little ducks come out from those eggs. Now you look at the picture which is given on the right hand side. You can see those beautiful yellow ducklings over there. Can you see? Give me a thumbs up. Those beautiful yellow ducklings are there. Okay. Now what happens, children? One egg is left. Only one egg is left and it is a very big one. What happens? All the eggs they break and little ducklings come out. But then in the end, one big egg is left. Now the mother duck, she must have been wondering why this such a big egg. ये बड़ा सा egg कहाँ से इसमें आ गया? And at last what happens? It also breaks. वो भी टूट जाता है. Out comes a big ugly duckling. और उसके अंदर से एक बहुत बड़ी सी डकलिंग. जो बेबी डक था वो बहुत बड़ा था और अगली था. अगली इसलिए था क्योंकि बाकी सब जो डकलिंग्स थे वो बहुत क्यूट से थे, छोटे छोटे से थे, पर जो लास्ट में निकला था वो बड़ा था और अगली था. उसका कलर भी डिफरेंट था. इट वॉज ग्रे इन कलर. लुक एट द पिक्चर. कैन यू सी इन द पिक्चर? ऑल ऑफ यू कैन सी द पिक्चर. पुट योर फिंगर देयर. नाउ यू नो, जब डक अपने नेस्ट में एग्स देती है, फिर उसके पास में बैठती है, उसके ऊपर बैठती है, उसको गर्म करती है. सो हो सकता है क्या हुआ होगा, एक बड़ा सा एग जो स्वॉन का एग था, स्वॉन का एग वो रोल होकर हो सकता है उसमें आ गया होगा. नाउ चिल्ड्रन, लेट मी टेल यू, डक्स एंड स्वॉन दे लुक सिमिलर. Ducks and swans, they look similar, but the difference is that the ducks, their neck is not very long, whereas the swan's neck is longer. अब इसलिए जो वो अगली डकलिंग था वो स्वान का बेबी था. इट वॉज नॉट द बेबी ऑफ अ डक. एंड क्योंकि वो सारे एग्स के साथ में था, सो दे वर ऑल ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स, एंड ही वॉज वेरी अगली. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड? The next line says his brothers and sisters laugh at him because he is different. The other brothers and sisters, that is the other ducklings, they started laughing and making fun of him. हंसने लगे उसके ऊपर. देखो तुम्हारा कलर कैसा है, देखो तुम कितने अगली हो. उसका मजाक उड़ाने लगे और उसको बहुत खराब लगता था. The poor duckling is very sad. He runs away. उसको बहुत ख़राब लगता है. He is very sad and he runs away. वो वहाँ से भाग जाता है दूर, जहाँ पे उसके भाई बहन या और बाकी सारे डकलिंग्स उसका मजाक ना उड़ाए. अब क्या होता है, जब वो दूर चला जाता है, अकेले रहता है, फिर soon it is winter. ठंडी आ जाती है, विंटर्स आ जाते हैं. He spends the days in a farm. He goes and spends the days in a farm, a place where all the other animals are there, lots of animals. So he goes and spends his days over there on a farm. And after winter, winter season के बाद जो season आता है, that is spring season. That is in the month of February, जब बहुत ठंडी नहीं होती है, बहुत गर्मी नहीं होती है, अच्छी सी ठंडी ठंडी हवा चलती है, बहुत से फ्लावर्स होते हैं सब तरफ. Everything is very nice. That's the spring season. One day he sees some swans on the lake. वो अकेले रहता था वहाँ पर, छुप छुप के रहता था. फिर उसके बाद एक दिन स्प्रिंग सीजन में उसने देखा there were lots of swans in the lake. See that picture here? See this beautiful picture? He saw a lot of other swans. And then what happens? He says they are so beautiful. He looks at all the swans and he says they are so beautiful. लेकिन उसको ये नहीं पता था कि वो अपने घर से भाग आया था, दूसरी जगह पर रह रहा था, लेकिन वो भी बड़ा हो गया था. And that swan, he looks into the water. He sees himself in the water. He is not an ugly duckling anymore. He's a beautiful white swan. स्वान का बेबी जब छोटा होता है वो ग्रे कलर का होता है, लेकिन जब वो बड़ा हो जाता है तो वो वाइट हो जाता है. तो जब ये बेबी स्वान जो था वो बड़ा हो गया, it became a beautiful handsome swan. He looked at himself in the water. वाटर में अपनी परछाई कभी देखी है? पानी में अपनी परछाई दिखती है ना? तो उसने पानी में अपनी परछाई देखी और वो बहुत खुश हो गया. He looks into the water. He sees himself in the water. He is not an ugly duckling anymore. He is a beautiful white swan. The children say, "Oh, look at the lovely swan. He is so handsome." The little duckling is happy now. अब क्या होता है, जब वो पानी में अपने आप को देखता है उसको लगता है ओ अब तो मैं भी बहुत हैंडसम हो गया हूँ, मैं भी कितना अच्छा लग रहा हूँ। और वहाँ पर जो पास में बच्चे खड़े थे, द चिल्ड्रन सीन द पिक्चर, there were children looking at the swan and they said wow what a beautiful swan that is। अब इसको अच्छा लगा, जब कोई आपकी तारीफ करता है तो आपको भी अच्छा लगता है ना। when somebody praises you you all like it। in the same way the swan started liking himself। he said oh अब तो मैं बड़ा हो गया हूँ, वाइट हो गया हूँ, कितना हैंडसम हो गया हूँ और सब लोग मुझे प्रेज कर रहे हैं, everybody is liking me। so the swan was not sad anymore, the swan was happy, right? Now once again we will read the lesson. Put your finger there. I am reading again. Pay attention. The ugly duckling. A duck lays some eggs in her nest. She sits on the eggs to keep them warm. At last, the eggs break. Little ducks come out. Only one egg is left. It is a very big one. At last it breaks. Out comes a big ugly duckling. His brothers and sisters laugh at him because he is different. The poor duckling is very sad. He runs away. Soon it is winter. He spends the days in a farm. Some children are not paying attention. Put your fingers on your book. Put your finger there on the book, शिवांश। शिवांश, आपके सामने लिटरेचर की बुक रखी है, फिर आप इधर उधर क्यों देख रहे हैं? Ali, are you paying attention? Eyes down on the book and put your finger there. Soon it is winter. He spends the days in a farm. Then spring follows. One day he sees some swans on the lake. He says, they are so beautiful. Then he looks into the water. He sees himself in the water. He is not an ugly duckling anymore. He is a beautiful white swan. The children say, oh, look at the lovely swan. He is so handsome. The little duckling is happy now. Okay, now this story has been taken from Hans Christian Andersen's The Ugly Duckling. Hans Christian Andersen, the story writer, has written this Ugly Duckling. वहाँ से ये story ली गई है. Now let me see. I'm going to ask you one by one to read. Put your fingers there down on your book, eyes down on the book. Astha, read the first line. Astha, read the first line. All of you, eyes down on your books. जल्दी से माइक ऑन करके रीड करना है, बिल्कुल टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करना है, अदरवाइज यू विल नॉट गेट अ चांस. ओके, रॉनिक, यू रीड द फर्स्ट लाइन. Some eggs. Okay, thank you. Rudraksh, next line. Rudraksh, read the next line. Quickly.
She sits on the eggs to keep them warm.
Very good. Sanvi, next line. जल्दी जल्दी रीड करना, you have to be ready. Okay. Last. At last.
The
eggs.
The little ducks come out.
Okay, thank you. Nipun, read the next line.
At last, the
Nipun, you are
eggs
not paying
break,
attention. No, you're not
making
paying.
dust
Nipun,
clouds.
Nipun, you are not paying attention. Omash, read the next line. Which is the next line that has to be read? You have to pay attention. Put your finger
When
there.
only one X is
Egg, not
left
eggs.
in
Egg.
it a very big one.
Okay, thank you. Inaya, next line. All
Yes,
of you
ma'am.
pay attention.
At last, it breaks. One
Outcomes.
comes
Outcomes.
out comes a big,
Ugly.
ugly duckling.
Duckling. Ugly means not beautiful. Alright,
Okay,
Aram, read
ma'am.
the next line.
His brother and sister laugh at him, him because he is different,
Okay, thank
but
you. Ishanvi, the next sentence.
his brother and sister laugh
No, you're not paying.
that
No, no, no. You're not paying attention. Arav, read the next sentence. After what Arham read? After that, the next sentence. Please pay attention. Put your finger there.
his brothers
No,
and
no, no,
sisters
Arav. Arham read that line. Arham read that line, Arav. Arham read that line.
the poor the poor duckling he is very sad.
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 Okay, thank you. Ishanvi, read that next sentence.
He runs away.
Okay, thank you. Nipun, read the next sentence. Nipun is still not paying attention.
The
Ship.
three followers. One day
No,
he
no,
sees
no. You are still not paying attention, Nipun. Hardik, read the next sentence.
soon and soon it
Yes,
soon it soon it is
is
winter.
winter. Okay, thank you. Nipun, pay attention. Put your finger there. Omash, the next sentence. Okay, Omash has read. All right, Omash, 1 second, child. You already read. Sakina, the next sentence. Come on, Sakina, quickly.
T-H-E-N
Spends. That word is spends. He spends. 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 वो अपने दिन फार्म पे बिताता था. He spends the days. Read Sakina.
one day
No, read that sentence. He spends the days
he spent the day
in a farm.
in a farm.
Okay, thank you. Amna, the next sentence.
Then he follows.
Okay, thank you. Visual, the next sentence.
One day he
Sees
came
some swans. Swans. That word is swans.
on
On
in the
lake.
lake.
Lake. Okay, thank you. Vinayak, the next sentence. Quickly.
He says they are so beautiful.
Okay, thank you. Hayat, the next sentence. Hayat.
When we look into the water,
Yes, thank you. Anya, the next sentence. Anya, are
she
you there? Anya,
sees
Hayat, thank you. Anya, are you there in the class? Christopher, the next sentence. Christopher. Anya, switch on your camera so that I can see you. Christopher, read the next sentence quickly. Don't waste time, children.
blessed
Anya, it seems you've just got up from a sleep, child. What happened? Christopher is also not reading. Anya, read the next sentence.
what man?
He sees himself in the water.
Water.
Now Christopher is
In
also reading. Okay, read. All right.
मैं आगे नहीं समझ आता
He sees himself. अनय मैम के साथ पढ़िए. He sees
he sees
himself
himself
in the water.
in the water.
Okay, thank you. Hassan, read the next sentence.
Thank you.
Hassan, he is not an ugly duckling anymore. Come on quickly. He is. Hassan, mic on. Hurry up, Hassan. Switch on your mic.
He is
Is not
not an
an ugly
ugly
duckling
duckling
anymore.
animal.
Okay, anymore. Anymore means अब वो ugly duckling नहीं है. Shivansh, read the next line.
He is a beautiful white swan.
Okay, thank you. Pranjali, the next line. Pranjali. Pranjali is not there. Astha, the next line. Astha, read the next line. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on,
The
read.
children
The children
says,
say,
look at
the children say,
the children say,
oh, look at the
oh look
lovely
at
swan.
the fisherman. He is so handsome.
Okay.
The little duck is happy.
All right. Now, with that, we finish with your English class. Thank you. Now, you can take your break and then join your art class. Thank you.